Welcome to Tie One On. Today we're tying a Prince Nymph, size 16 hook, great little fly. We're fishing underneath for the water for trout, so let's get started. Gonna put our size 16 nymph hook in. Gonna use black thread, size 8 or 70 denier. Will work fine. Let's go wrap this back. We're going to go back to where we tie our tail in, which is right above where we crimped our barb down. So this is usually the hardest part for me, is getting these little small goose bites tied in right. We want it to flare out on either side, and we want them about the distance, the length to be about this right in here, the shape of the distance in this gap right here, this hook gap. So I got that one in, looks pretty good. Let's cut it off. Wrap over that. Let's see if we can get another one on the other side about the same length and flare it out to the other side. So let's see. Put it over on the other side. That looks about the same length to me. Hold it down with that finger. And just a couple soft wraps. Oh yeah, that looks good. Looks good. When you get good at this, you can tie them both in at the same time. I try that occasionally, but sometimes it don't look too good. Alright, so the next thing, we're going to smooth this out a little bit, these thread wraps. The next thing we're going to do is tie in our ribbon, which is just small silver wire. Okay. And we'll get our body smoothed out a little bit here. Okay, there you go. Let's get our wire and tie it in. We'll tie it in on this side and where we can wrap it up later. Uh-oh, pull loose on me. There you go. Go back to where we tied the tail in. Next thing we're going to tie in is our peacock body, peacock Herl body. And I've got 3 or 4 pieces of peacock Herl that I'm going to tie in. Let's just go ahead and tie those in. Go back to the tail again where we can start our wraps forward. Now, a lot of people could put a piece of thread, black thread with this, or use the thread on the bobbin and wrap it around it to reinforce this peacock since it's pretty fragile. But if you have 3 pieces together, you can usually work with it. So that's what I'm going to do. Just wrap those up forward toward my hook eye. Forward with those. Okay. Now I'm going to get up here behind my hook eye. I'll go ahead and tie those off and get a hold of that one. Tie that off. Okay. Cut those off. Okay, let's go ahead and counterwrap our rib. And this strengthens our fly and also makes it slimmer, the body. 4 or 5 wraps with that. Okay. Let's tie that off. Okay. Let's just parachute that off and break it off. Push that peacock Herl back a little bit right there. Not covered. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is tie our legs on. And I've just got a hen hackle. You could use partridge right here. It doesn't really matter. A brown. This is a furnace brown. Cut our V out. We're just going to lay it over for our legs right here. I want our legs to be about the same length as our body. Or a little bit shorter. That looks pretty good to me right there. I'm pulling it just a little bit maybe forward. There you go. Let's tie that off. Let's go in front, tie it off. Then we can cut that. Okay, great. Don't cover our eye up here. The last thing we're going to tie on is our wings. And they're just white goose biots. And we're going to just lay them across the top. And we want them just a little shorter than the body maybe. That looks about right. We're going to angle that one off that way. Tie it in. Okay. Take another one. We're going to angle it back the other way just a little bit. About the same way. Hold it down. Tie it off. And that looks good. We can cut both of those off. And cover that up with thread wraps for our thread head here. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Get some glue on our thread. Just a little bit. Okay. We're going to tie that off. 4 or 5 half hitches right here should do it. Okay, there you go. Prince Nymph, good little fly. I think those white wings do a lot of attracting fish.